Master. Here we go.
Oh,
Click
yeah.
in. And let's go watch this amp take, because I think this is going to be the first plays. Up here already, Paco boosting JYB. That's quick amp. He's hit once, twice, dead before he hits the keg. Keg goes to Snaky.
Was that Snaky on the frag?
Snaky got boosted over behind him and killed him down as before he could fall on the keg.
That's nasty.
Amazing play. Amp off the table in the beginning, blue early lead. And that's Snaky playing high against Paco.
JYB. Paco? Is that who
Yeah,
it
it's
is?
Paco.
Yeah. Wow. So they don't go with their respective top players, although still an interesting matchup up here. Snaky versus Paco. We saw them go up a little bit on Tempest low, right? Or excuse me, Typhoon low, right? Towards the end of that match, they rotated and they were playing against each other.
No, Snaky went low and played against Rices.
Gotcha.
Paco never moved.
So this is a fresh battle in this matchup between these two.
Yeah, kind of an interesting little dynamic I think is going to happen up there. They're two vocal smart players. Quick, I would say Snaky's probably a little bit quicker on the feet.
Snaky getting the boots and the armor, so already good timing by Snaky and back up into position, realizing he has to get there fast.
Yep.
And they're already setting up for this amp as you see the belt floating around that high point.
Oh, other points I want to quickly touch on. Ravenix is low against what looks like against Rices.
He's always getting the low point. Just to show you where he is on the totem pole for his team.
Yeah. 7-point lead for Blue as Snaky again gets these boots. Health pack. Gonna grab the armor and hop back up. JYB is going to be the floater for Red. We already see him floating up top. And there comes in Monk, the floater for Blue. Is their top tier player. Monk down though. Snipes one of the red guys once. Snaky down. Amp on the table. Monk's going to be this last man standing up here for a second. As Snaky comes in, hopefully for the rescue. One red down. Monk goes down though. So the battle continues.
Fight for the top. Looks like Red wins
Possible
it.
Red. Oh, awkward boost, but he makes it. One. Misses, gets stuck on the corner, dead again before he can make the keg drop. And that's 2 amps off the table with nothing.
That's a victory for Blue. I mean,
yeah, they're in the lead.
Maybe you could call it a victory for Red in the fact that they took him, so they didn't give him to Blue, but Blue getting the frag both times. And both of them, the first one was just a really nice play. I think the second one, that was a little bit of a mistake. JYB probably should have retreated, gets caught up top. And Blue team starting to distance themselves a little bit, up by just over 10 as JYB finally gets himself some boots armor, but doesn't go up top. He's down low. Did they make a switch already? He's picking up belts. But he's already lost it.
Low.
Oh, he is playing low.
Yeah, he's playing
right,
floaty,
excuse me, Paco was
floater.
up high, sorry.
Yeah, Paco up high. So that means Monk and JYB are going to be rotating between low and observatory until the amps are called. Then they're going to make an appearance up top.
And it looks like he's going for those boots as well, so he's kind of being that boot carrier. I'd honestly like to see Paco pick those boots up.
Yes, right now most of them have been going to Snaky also. You don't want to give Snaky more movement options because he's so quick. But I think
he feels very familiar with boots in his hand. I mean, he's a deck aficionado, so he's like a duck in water, so to speak, when he has the boots in his hand. It's just going to make it that much easier for him over Paco.
Yep. Cafe and Crow are going to be the ones in observatory bumping their heads all game. That sounds dirty. And looks like Crow right now is getting the better of it with 22 frags. Cafe only at 10. Cafe's going to need help from Monk. Belt the table, and it's a tie ball game. As we're talking about it, Rice has got the belt.
And that's great. Red needs to keep it close. We saw them do this pretty much exact same thing in the first 2 maps. They kept it close to the halfway point, and then Blue would pull away. In the map that they did win, they started to distance themselves at that halfway point. So I would expect to see kind of a similar play out here in the remaining 5 minutes of this first half.
Blue amp
Up to Red to make a move here, though.
Yep.
This may be the longest amp run
39
we've seen.
makes the shot, gets the. That's 3 hits. No, they collapse on his ass before they can get those vials.
That was a great hunt by Red team. Like you said, collapsing on him. He picked up fresh boots. He was looking for armor. Or actually, no, I think he heard the boots taken. He was looking to get them, but that collapse prevented him from getting the boots and armor and shortened that amp run. But still the longest one we've seen so far as it's almost tied up. Red in the lead by about 4.
Yeah, they actually took the lead off of that amp run because they were Monk was concentrating on trying to stay alive and make a play later, which is what you do after getting the amp. They were able to control all the points for a good 2 seconds or so as Blue was resetting. And that's going to give them this small lead, but we got plenty of time left. Paco having some fun against Snaky. And I think Paco's actually winning this top, if I had to guess. Check real 18 to... Nope, 21. Snaky in the lead by just a bit.
Close matchup so far, playing mind games on the elevator. As I think Red is setting up for another boost. JYB gets a fresh set of boots, gets the armor. He's going to come up top.
Let's see, that's a little early.
Maybe he's just coming to get the boots and armor. I think that's what happened because he left now. But there were 2 of them up top. Typically, you don't see that unless they're preparing for the amp. As
he used the boots to get belt. What he was doing.
It's a smart play. Paco getting doubled up top. It looks like maybe Blue Team now setting up for that amp boost.
Yeah, here he comes. JYB coming in for the upset. He's got belt. He's going to hit the rampage. He's going to waste his boots. He only had 1 jump left. He's up there. He's in position.
But here comes 2 Blue from below. They might spoil this.
Oh, 40 health left on him. They hit him twice. The double tap. Paco's going to clear everybody for JYB, and this is going to be an amp run. He's got Keg. Snaky trying to snipe at him. Only hits him once. He's going to drop down low. Picking up iPads, maybe? Nope, just going to harass Ravenix. There's his iPads.
So this is his 3rd amp run and already longer than first two combined.
Yeah, but I think Blue is hunting him now. Yeah, 2 Blue on his back. They're going to kill him there. But Red had all the points for a little bit. If they reset quickly enough, they're going to retain the little bit of lead they got again. So it's 105-94.
I love the aggressive hunting that we're seeing from both teams on these amps. They realize the implications. It shows teamwork, and it shows gutsiness as well. The willingness to abandon your positions to, combine to take out that amp. It's smart.
Yeah, it's also good coordination because they have to call out where he is and collapse on him quickly. You don't want to be hunting because then, like you said, you're away from your point for too long, and every second counts in sDOM. 101, 112, and we may see a second Red map win. I mean, I don't want to say it already, but it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, it's 1 map at a time for them at this point. Have to win 3 in a row to get a position into the finals. But they're doing what they need to do so far. Still a little too close for comfort as we're not even at the halfway point. 12 minutes on the clock. And Blue fully capable of closing the gap and then pulling away. It's up to Red to maintain this lead and indeed actually start building on it at this point. Yeah. A lot of that's going to come off of power-up control.
I really want Ravenix to destroy down low a little bit more. Rice is getting a lot from JYB, and they're trying to control all the belts. Ravenix is only up about 10 on him, but you got 6 points also on JYB. Monk, he's got 30 frags. We got an amp going to JYB though. It does a 180, kills Snaky. Gonna grab the keg. He's back down low. And I think, I don't know if Blue didn't have the right timing, but it was only Snaky there. So 6 points. JYB is up top again. It's 1. Snaky almost unhittable. Actually killed by Paco. Eliminated. Snaky again. Yeah, you can see the power of this amp as JYB is not missing. Going for belt, possibly. Ravenix is going to get a pain. And this is going to be Red pulling away for this amp run. I mean, look at it. Now Monk is off the tape again because he's trying to hunt. It would be if they put JYB here solo. That'd be a good play. Never mind. Drops down low. They steal boots from him, but hits the rampage. Snaky with the double tap on the belt. JYB is still causing havoc for Blue Team. Ambushed by Ravenix
about
3.
A 10-point lead. No, excuse me. Yeah, only about a 10-point lead for them. So, approaching the halfway point, Blue's still within striking distance, despite the fact that JYB's had the longest amp run of the map so far.
I'm actually going to follow Monk for a while here. He's been, I haven't actually seen him that much. I've been watching a lot of JYB, and it looks like Monk and JYB are somehow magically not attacking each other, even though they're both floaters. Monk's going to get the belt now. And all points in favor of Blue for a minute.
143, 146, and just like I said, halfway point, Blue's starting to close the distance. Got to be a little worried if you're red, because this has been the story of the map wins for Blue. Just weather the storm, and then turn the corner and take the lead, and then don't look back.
Another red amp.
That's going to be JYB, right?
I'm assuming so.
It is.
It's going to be low again. Blue needs to get one of these at least. 149, 154. Ravenix killed before he could take the belt away from JYB. Nice aim control by JYB.
Yeah, very smooth shot there.
It's nutty.
Looking for the belt, but it looks like he doesn't have it timed, just kind of playing the waiting game on it.
Yeah, he's also going to get a bunch of vials.
Oh, he dodged, he screwed it up. That is not good. May lose it.
Misses it.
So that little misstep cost him the belt and his life. There's the amp off the board, and missed plays like that can be the difference, because JYB, he was wasting a lot of time for that belt, basically having no impact whatsoever. So he was banking on what he was going to do when he got it. So not only does he not get the belt, he loses the amp, and that could be the turn. 6-point lead here for Red.
I think what he wanted Blue to try to hunt him down, so he was kind of sort of hiding in a weird spot. But I think what Blue did is they lost sight of it, so they're all like, all right, back to your points, because they actually had all of their points when JYB died. So, kind of a weird play. I don't know. 170, 164 though. You're right. Still close.
Well, that's the aspect where I do understand the baiting. Like if you try to get them to hunt you and come chase you, but I don't think Blue was doing that. And on the flip side, they just didn't have that belt time, so JYB was wasting a lot of time getting it. And then when it did come up, he fell off and ultimately got killed. So, just a lot of time off the clock where he could have used that amp to make an impact.
Yep, he gets the belt this time, but I think next amp is going to be big. Blue needs one to make. They're going to pre-boost for it. Yeah, they're going to get it right off the bat. Great timing from Blue. Monk's already got it. Now it's time for Monk to try and make a play. He's got 10 points to make up.
Gets the pads. He's got full keg.
Also would be all right with him coming up high and just dominating Paco, and then let Snaky go roam somewhere else.
Looks like that might be exactly what they're doing.
Yes, Snaky's gone.
Perfectly. Snaky's going to rotate out, and Monk is going to punish Paco up top.
Yeah. Oh, Belt. They're going to chase him now. Belt's coming up. Monk's going to miss once, twice. No! Oh, there we go.
I was going to say that was the perfect move. He had him dead to rights. Did not see that coming, but now he's knocked down low. Looking for fresh boots. Misses the dodge. Has to back off.
He wanted the health pack, but it wasn't there. This is really dangerous. He can get shot from up high. Actually, all his points also are not in his area. This may backfire. He wants the health back so bad. Gonna go for it. He's got it. Finally makes the frag and the double kill. There we go.
Needs these boots. There's fresh boots up. Actually, he's opting not to go for him. Trying to find the health pack instead.
Yeah, he just wants to stay alive. Oh, nice shot. There we go. Now we're starting to see it once he can gain control of this and hopefully hold it.
Lengthy amp run. They're actually going with a double up top. It does pay off. JYB and Paco take out Monk. But a little bit of damage done. They've got it to single digits, 9-point lead with 6.5 on the clock.
Yeah. It'd be kind of surprising that they only got about that much back. I think he left a little bit too long. But you saw JYB had to spend a lot of his time coming back up and finding Monk while Snaky was helping out his buddies elsewhere. That's what they wanted. That's their plan for the amp. I think is not a bad call. It needed to last a little bit longer.
Gotta say, Rice is really doing a nice job on low at basement. Only 9-point lead for Ravenix there. And pretty much what you would hope for going into this. Paco doing a good job up top against Snaky. He's winning by 10, 58 to 48. Meanwhile, it looks like Observatory is pretty close across the board.
Kind of hard to tell. A lot of people touch that point.
Meanwhile, the stats, 75% of the amps going to Red, but 60% of the belts going to Blue. Dead even on the kegs. So Red kind of riding this amp. Although, you recall the first two that JYB got, he basically died within 10 seconds of getting them.
Yep. We actually just saw another amp off the table. Monk, Snaky denying that one. JYB was trying to stay alive and make the frags instead of trying to hop in the hole. Actually got bumped off the side of that top grate area. Shot on the way down. So amp gone again. Monk's spending a lot of time up high now. with Snaky doubling Paco. But Paco just made a double kill, and that's not what you want to see if you're blue. There's going to be a pre-boost. Nope.
Yeah, Paco looking very solid up top. And they needed a performance like this by getting shot from behind. 16-point lead. About 4.5 on the clock. Blue still within striking distance, though. They could get back in and win this map. But red team looking to grind this one out and get to that tiebreaker. And at that point, all bets are off, and blue will start to worry. But you can't breathe a sigh of relief at the same time if you're red. You know?
Yep, you're going
to win 2 to get back into this and then losing in the tiebreaker would probably be more heartbreaking than getting swept.
Yeah. Ravenix getting a 5-hit string on the newly fresh belt is good also. I want Ravenix to start stepping it up down low. Cafe is against Crow and is just getting manhandled for a while, and he needed a lot of help. That's why I'm surprised actually Monk spending so much time up high. We got an amp on Monk right now. He's already been hit a couple times. But he needs to make a play with this amp.
And it looks like they're opting for that same strategy. He just stays up top with the amp, and Snaky rotates out. He's going to get a fresh set of boots and hits that shot. Meanwhile, it looks like Snaky might be headed towards the lower CP to help Ravenix down there against Risis. Meanwhile, Monk getting fresh boots armor. Has to get up top, retake the CP. It's a triple team.
Oh, they triple stacked him. Oh, hits them all!
Monk with the rampage, and that's exactly what you need from the amp. You got to draw a lot of the attention and keep picking up those frags to allow your teammates to easily maintain the other 2 CPs. And look at this, all 3 controlled by blue. They're making a comeback here. They got it to single digits. 5-point lead for red team. It was 25 at one point, and it's just dwindled. This Monk is dominating. Oh, what a performance. 3 minutes on the clock. And will it be Monk leading his team to victory here in map 4, Grins? What's happening?
Might be. And they had triple team him, and what happened is they lost so much time because they triple teamed Monk, and Monk killed all of them, and now it's just Paco up top. It's like they're conceding it to Monk. Monk only has 91 health, has to actually get ammo because he killed so many people. But this is going to be top point going to Monk, unless Paco can actually make some shots here. Oh no, Monk fell!
But it doesn't matter. He's going to get fresh boots and armor. I think he did get those boots. He did. He's going to come back up, and here's the double again, double team, drawing the attention.
Trying to disguise up. Another amp is actually on the table. Gets the double kill.
Double kill. He's flirting with unstoppable. This is when they needed it most. Nice move, but again misses the shot. The double team again coming out. Hits the unstoppable.
Yeah, amp is up again. They can possibly get a double amp if they call somebody up. They might just leave him down there to get all the points. You got 2-minute game. And
at this point, I say
don't
worry about the amp. Just dig in on the CPs. 2 minutes. No,
they're going for it.
It's a double amp. Snaky gonna get the amp. Let's watch him on the action cam.
Yeah, Monk actually has to grab ammo again. It's 268 to 262. Monk down to 40 health, actually losing his point now because he got bumped off. Decides to go right back up to try and get it. He's going to finally die to Paco on the lift.
But the damage has been done. Blue team has seized the lead with 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. And if you're red, this could be absolutely heartbreaking. Snaky lost his amp in the midst of that melee as well. But like I said, it really didn't matter. Oh man, it's up to red to stage a comeback here. 10 points down, minute 15 on the clock. Desperation mode, they're trying to get to the tiebreaker.
Yeah, this has got to be... Everybody's going to buckle down. Nobody, I think, is going to go for power-ups. They might even just give them up now because you need to be on your points for this last last minute, exactly. 281, 272. I think Blue has got this. I'm watching, actually, Cafe. Cafe starting to hit shots on Crow, and Crow is not receiving any help. He finally gets help from JYB. But that is going to be bad news for Red if Crow can't win stuff. It's 2 to 1 point right now. JYB is up top.
35 seconds, excuse me, on the clock. Down to single, wait, no, it's a 12-point lead. And Red got it down to 6. 7 points.
May have been,
they had 2 CPs.
Too much. Naki's in control up top. Monk coming in Observatory. Crow goes down. They're going to get Observatory. 18. Now it's down to everything. Only basement for Red. Penthouse changes, but there's 2 blue up here now.
Down to 4. Seconds. They have all 3. Down to 3, 4. And I think that's going to be all she wrote. Blue team, the dentist, the come-from-behind victory, and it's
Nice.
all Monk with a momentous, just monster amp run. He went unstoppable up top, taking on the triple team a couple of times, multiple double teams, and that has just got to be absolutely heartbreaking for Red Team, for the Manitoba Super Cows.
Yep, and really it was that play at the final with Monk. He was able to stack up, stay alive up top. The triple team should have killed him, and I think this would be a totally different game. But Monk makes the 3 frags, and then with all the time lost from Crow, JYB, and Paco being up there. Crow was actually up there, I think, only twice, in an ambush once, and then up with the triple team. But that's it. I mean, too many points lost. Who takes it and then holds it?